Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate, and if it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. I apologize for my voice. Yes, I am sick again. I don't know how this happened. I'm not happy with it, but here we are. I'm drinking my tea and doing the best that I can. All right, so we're going to get some tarot, and we're going to look at what you may be struggling with. We're going to look at current energies, what you may need to have to look at, and then we'll have future energies as energies that may possibly be coming in for you. If you like any of the cards that I am using, there is a link down below if you would like to check that out. All right, let's see. All right, Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn? Besides this Capricorn being sick. All right, what you may be struggling with. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords, so holding yourself back. We have, there may be somebody that you want to reach out to, but you're struggling with should you reach out to them or should you not. Definitely that can be something that's really difficult, because it's like, I know I've done it sometimes, is that you'll start to write a text message or you'll start to dial their number, and then you're like, oh, I don't know, should I or shouldn't I, and it's going back and forth. So that could be what you may be going back and forth with, and that I feel like there's part of you that's feeling, yes, I want to reach out to this person and I want to contact this person. And then part of you is like, no, I don't want to. For current energies, we have the High Priestess. So I feel like it's really, what do you feel inside? Because sometimes it's almost like we feel like we want to reach out to somebody, but it's almost like it could be a closure for something. And that maybe sometimes if you reach out and then you can kind of get an answer about something on whether or not the relationship is going to move forward, or it's something that's coming to the end. We have the Emperor, and that's Aries, so it could be with an Aries. And we have King of Wands, and I almost feel like you're kind of thinking about, well, how did things happen in the past? You know, when I reached out before, what happened? When I didn't reach out, what happened? And I feel like you're kind of looking back at those things that happened in the past, and you're trying to decide, what is it that you want to do, whether you want to reach out to this person or not. We have Prince of Swords. We have the Death card, which is Scorpio. And then we have the Chariot, which is Cancer sign. So I feel like it's almost like you make your decision here in this future energy, and you decide that whatever the answer is, that you're going to be able to move on from that answer. I feel like you're kind of waiting for the answer. Oh, look at that. As we look at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. So like I said before, I feel like you may be waiting for an answer for something, but within yourself. So it's that closure, or is it opening the door? So I feel like this is what you're struggling with. This is what you're going back and forth with. But I really feel like it boils down to, how do you feel inside, and what is it that your inner voice is telling you? Because sometimes if we think, oh, if I don't do it, then I'll just let it go. But then we keep thinking about it. So we're like, well, if I had just called or I had just reached out and I got it over with, then I wouldn't be thinking about it all the time. All right, so let's get some more tarot. All right, we have Eight of Wands. I feel like it's just that confusion that you have is, do I or don't I? Again, we have Four of Swords. You're waiting for an answer. It could be that you're waiting for someone to communicate with you, or it could be that you're waiting to communicate with someone else and you're not sure what it is that you want to do. But I do feel like this communication will help you feel more balanced, and I feel like it will kind of answer some questions that you have, because right now, this is just, Five of Pentacles is a temporary hardship, so this is just temporary, so I do feel you'll be able to get past it. I feel like whatever the answer is, I feel like it gives you that conclusion and you'll feel more grounded. It could be with a best friend. It doesn't necessarily have to be with a partner, but it could be with a best friend. It could also be with a job, that maybe you're waiting to hear from a job. And sometimes if we make that effort to reach out and let that job know that we're interested, sometimes that kind of brings you to the forefront of what they're thinking about or who they want to choose, you know, because if you've shown that effort in something. Could be a relationship, like I said. It could be a best friend or a friendship, or it could be a partnership. Something that I feel like you need that clarity with about something. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo, and looking within to find those answers. And that's what I said, is that I almost feel like once you get this answer and you have this communication, that's sort of what the block is, right? That's kind of what's keeping you stuck. Like I said before, sometimes if we just feel like, I just need to find the answer to this, I have to have some closure. And then you can move forward whichever way you feel works best for you. Then we have the Magician, which is that we have the Infinity sign, which is individual empowerment, everlasting love, taking things into control and taking things into your own hands. And sometimes we let the situation take control of us, but in this situation here, I feel like you feel strong that, hey, I took this situation under control. I didn't let it bother me. I didn't let it eat it up. I didn't let it consume my life. That I took control of the situation. I found my answer. I reached out. I did what I needed to do, and then I'm moving on from there. And feeling proud of yourself that you did that, and that's very important because you made that effort. But always, as you have to think that don't ask the question unless you're ready for the answer. So don't reach out and unless you're ready to hear the answer for what that person may say. It may be positive, it may be negative, it may be what you want to hear, it may be what you don't want to hear. But you have to make sure that you're ready for that answer, whatever it may be. But I feel like you finding that answer helps you to move forward. And as I've said before, you have to do what you feel is right for you. I'm not telling you that you have to reach out to this person, but I feel like this reading is for that person that has this on their mind, that they want to find some closure about something, and that you take the situation into your own hands so that you feel in control of the situation and you find your answer, and then you're able to move on from there. All right, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is taking that action. Taking action to make things happen. And it's like looking at those things and seeing that the situation of not knowing and holding back here is what's blocking your path, and kind of shining a light on that and saying, you know, why do I need this answer? And that this is stopping me from making other things happen in my life, that I'm really spending a lot of time focusing on this, and that I need to move on from that. All right, so let's grab a Lenormand. Close out with that. Look at that, peace. I love it, the lilies, peace. And I feel like that's what you find when you are in this Hermit energy and you figure out what it is that you need to do to move forward. Is it communicating that with that person? Is that person giving you their answer by them not communicating with you? Or do you need to reach out and just find that final answer, and that's what gives you peace? All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.